So there's so much, like, there's a lot of things you could say about the development too, because they're not even given the chance because this guy has no business in Barcelona. The emotions are coming out. I really hate Koeman, guys. You know what? I'm so happy we're talking about it because it needs to be talked about. But it's honestly like it's embarrassing, it's disgraceful, it's disrespectful to the players and the fans. Like when Barca had their game in Madrid over the weekend against Atleti, Laporte came out and said earlier that day that no matter what the result is, Barca are going to keep Koeman. And this to me was such a slap in the face for the players, for the fans, for the legacy that Barca is. Barca is like the epitome of beautiful football. And look at us now. We can't score. We have no shots on net. We have no like tiki taka. It's so foreign to like what Barcelona used to be. But I think to me the issue is Barca's in so much debt they can't sack him and get a new coach because they have to pay out Koeman while they're still signing a new contract for somebody. And you see the likes of a coach like Conte, who would be so good at Barcelona, in my opinion, because he can get like he's so controlling of players. He knows what to do. He has so much experience. But I don't think we're gonna get him because I don't think they have the money or they want to spend the money and like the financial situation and the board, like it's awful. It's really honestly like I'm a Barca fan, so it hurts more, but I feel like even football fans are like, this is just like it's sad. It's really sad.
Hey, maybe Lionel Messi knew what was coming when he decided to kind of force his way out of Barcelona. As you mentioned there, I think that's probably the major issue in my opinion. Sorry, Jelani, I'm stealing your spotlight right now,
No,
but
all good, all
I'll
good.
throw it to you after. I think the debt's probably the major issue right now. Um, when you look at the Barcelona roster, as a fan of a different team, whenever I looked at that, I would always be envious because I think with the Chavis and Iniestas, obviously the Messi. You could go back to before then, the Thierry Henry, the Samuel Eto'os, the Ronaldinhos. Those are the type of players that are world class, best in the world, hands down. And I think they no longer have that stature. And when you look at the caliber of players on their roster, obviously Ansu Fati could be an amazing talent. He looks like he could be, but he's not. He's not Ronaldinho. He's not Lionel Messi. He's not that one player that you can build your franchise around. And now that that pipeline has sort of seemed to run a little bit dry there, it's tough to really continue that stature that's been Barcelona. And the players that they're buying now with the depth that they're in, they're no longer the types of players that's like a great supporting cast like a Neymar or players of that caliber. So I think right now Manchester United went through it a couple years ago in the post Sir Alex Ferguson era. I think Barcelona's kind of starting to go through their post Messi era, and I hope they can definitely pick something up quickly. Jelani,
Yeah.
let me throw it to you there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, man. You mentioned depth. Don't really see it. Slow start, man. Like to the Champions League, losing those games, and then La Liga right now. Just what are they, ninth, I believe? It's not looking too pretty for you, Sarah. I'm sorry. PK even admitted the club's in crisis. Like they are. It's
Mm.
not the Barca that we're used to. It's a whole different team right now. And you mentioned Conte. What about Roberto Martinez? Excuse me. What about him as a possible favorite?
I love that show.
If the job becomes vacant, I think that would be nice. But again, if they manage to perform a sack here, you'd have to pay around what 12 million euros, and then the issues with what the financial fair play come into effect as well. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You got to use this international break to really figure out, where you go from here. Do you use the break to sack him? I don't know. Do you use the break to get ready for matches that are coming up, like Madrid coming up, and then Valencia as well? Teams like that. We have to see what Barca is going to look like. Their form just isn't it right now, and we'll see how it goes. I think Messi leaving just indicates maybe Messi was kind of camouflaging some issues there at Barca.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot to. You guys said so much. Something about Messi leaving, though. I don't think Messi would ever choose to leave Barca. I think he was blindsided. I think he was treated horribly. Like, it was so disrespectful the way he left. I definitely don't think it was up to him because Barca's his home. They did everything for him. Even when they were playing bad, like Messi was still like, I'm the captain of this team. But like you said, then in terms of the coaches, Martinez, also Gallardo at River, like I'll take anyone. I was just using Conte as an example, but you even said it, like 12 million euros. That's pennies in the football world. And it's like, you guys, we can't even afford that. Like if that's actually how much it is, and we can't even afford that. We are so like just screwed, really. Like it's so bad. In terms of players coming up, though, I mean, like I do still think Barca always produces, the Messiah. You mentioned Ansu Fati, Michael, but like let's talk about Pedri, like the best young player in Europe right now. We have Gavi, we have Ricky Puig, but these players are not given like any playing time because of this coach. So there's so much, like there's a lot of things you could say about the development too, because they're not even given the chance because this guy has no business in Barcelona. The emotions are coming out. I really hate Koeman, guys.
No, I love it because like you've been picking on us the last couple of
I
shows.
know.
I mean, I should know, but like I'm with it because I'm like, maybe if they really sink to the bottom, something will happen. But I'm like, what more? We've lost games. We're in ninth. Yeah, we have a game in hand, but who cares? We've lost our 2 opening UCL games. Like, what is going on? When are we gonna say, okay, like we have to make a change? I don't know.
I think sooner than later. We'll see.
I
Sooner
hope.
than later. And you mentioned like the talent being left out, the young talent being left out. That's another issue. So yeah, I think there will be a breaking point. I say it's very soon.
I hope
It's
so.
nothing getting in there.
Hope you guys are right. We'll see.